Have you ever had one of those nights where you suddenly wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., staring at the ceiling, heart pounding, mind racing? It's dark, it's quiet, and there you are, wide awake. The clock ticks on, and no matter how hard you try, sleep won't return. You ask yourself, why now? What's going on? You're exhausted, yet something pulls you out of rest. Is it stress? A restless mind? Or could it be something deeper? Perhaps there's a spiritual purpose behind this interruption. If you've ever wondered, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why it's happening, and you'll discover the 3 transformative actions you must take when you wake up during this sacred time. Night after night, it happens. No matter what you try, herbal teas, deep breathing exercises, screen-free evenings, you're jolted awake at the same ungodly hour. It feels like a mystery you just can't solve. Modern medicine and science would have you believe it's nothing more than your body's internal clock, a spike in cortisol, or perhaps even an anxiety response. But deep down, you sense there's more to it. I'm here to tell you, you're right. There is a profound spiritual dimension to this wakefulness, and it's a call that demands your attention. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., a time often referred to in Christian traditions as the last watch of the night, something extraordinary happens. The spiritual realm draws especially close, and it's a window for divine encounters, if only we're willing to listen. Think about the stories from the Bible, times when God moved powerfully during the stillness of night. Consider Jacob, wrestling with God until dawn. It wasn't merely a physical struggle, it was a battle for his very identity and destiny. Alone in the dark, he faced his fears, regrets, and hopes. In the same way, when you find yourself awake at this hour, it's not a meaningless disruption. It's an invitation to wrestle, to pray, to transform. Jacob, the deceiver, he had spent years running from his brother Esau, from the consequences of his actions, and perhaps even from himself. Now, after years in exile, he was on the brink of facing the brother he had betrayed. Fear gripped him. That night, he sent his family and possessions across the Jabbok River. Left alone, he encountered a mysterious figure, a divine being. They wrestled all night long. It was a physical struggle, yes, but so much more, a struggle with his past, his guilt, his destiny. As dawn broke, the figure touched Jacob's hip, dislocating it. Yet, Jacob refused to let go. He cried out, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." And in that moment, he was transformed. The figure gave him a new name, Israel, meaning he who struggles with God. Jacob's limp became a lasting reminder of his encounter with the divine, a mark of transformation. Think about that. Jacob wrestled and was changed forever. When you wake at 3 a.m., it may be your moment to wrestle too, not with a physical figure, but with your own burdens, doubts, and calling. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is no coincidence. It's your own wrestling moment. Maybe you're grappling with anxiety, regret, a sense of unfulfilled purpose, or a calling that's been whispering to you for years. These hours are a divine appointment. The quietness of night strips away distractions, leaving you face to face with what truly matters. God is calling you to listen, to wrestle, to break through. 3 actions you must take when you wake up. Recall and interpret your dreams. Throughout history, God has spoken through dreams. Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dreams, saving Egypt from famine. Daniel interpreted Nebuchadnezzar's dreams, revealing God's plan. Dreams are a window to the soul, a canvas where God paints messages of guidance, warning, or hope. So, when you wake up at this hour, pause. What were you dreaming about? Take a moment to recall. Even fragments can carry meaning. Write it down. Pray for understanding. Ask God, what are you trying to show me? Don't dismiss this as mere coincidence. God's whispers often come in dreams. Meditate and listen for God's voice. Not all of us remember our dreams. That's okay. God speaks in many ways. When you find yourself awake, use this time to meditate. In Psalm 46 verse 10, God says, "Be still and know that I am God." The The stillness of the early hours is a sacred invitation to quiet your mind and tune into His presence. Elijah didn't hear God in the wind, earthquake, or fire. He heard Him in a still, small voice. This is your chance to listen, to hear what you may have missed amidst the noise of life. Find a comfortable place. Breathe deeply. Focus on a scripture verse or a word from God. Let everything else fade away. Listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Declare and decree God's promises. Our words hold immense power. Proverbs 18 verse 21 says, "The tongue has the power of life and death." When you wake up during these early hours, don't let fear or doubt take hold. Instead, declare God's promises over your life, your family, and your challenges. Speak blessings. Proclaim victory. This is not empty ritual. It's aligning yourself with God's will and inviting His power into your day. Today, I declare peace over my mind and heart. I am not a slave to anxiety. I am a child of God, redeemed and protected. The story of a mother's 3 a.m. prayer. Every night, she woke at 3:30 a.m., burdened by her son's struggles with addiction. At first, she thought it was just worry, but one night, she felt a nudge to pray. Night after night, she poured out her heart. Months passed, and she saw no change. But then, one day, her son came home, ready to change. He later confessed that he'd felt a pull, a shift he couldn't explain. Her prayers had broken through. When you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., remember, it's not just your body's clock. It's a divine call to wrestle, to pray, to step into your role as a spiritual watchman over your life, your loved ones, and your community. Don't ignore it. Embrace it. Transform it. This is your sacred time with God, a time to listen, to act, and to change. May you find strength, peace, and purpose in the quiet hours of the night. When you wake again, know that God is calling. He is ready to speak, to guide, and to transform you. Embrace this sacred invitation. If this message spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's walk in the light of God's presence every hour of the day.